What if I say no? I'm not consenting to being recorded.
I mean,
Shut up, man.
I wish they would do that like a little more loudly all the time. Like, by the way, there's cameras here.
They had to, because I think too many people were like secretly recording on Zoom, I guess. Is that why?
That's what I heard too.
Or forgetting to press record.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely forgetting to press record because I will forget it.
Where are you at? To hear what you look like, you're at Cooley High.
I look like I'm at Cooley High.
He has that background every week, almost.
No, it's just like your attire and everything.
Oh, he just looks like he's in school. Mm-hmm. Is it the hat or the double rope?
I think all of it. The Malcolm X glasses, everything.
All right.
His glasses have frames.
Is that a corduroy hat?
It is.
It's corduroy?
Mm-hmm.
Did any of y'all read that book as a kid? It was like a bear that was all corduroy.
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
I didn't read it, but I remember the book.
What was that bear?
You just passed it.
What was that bear doing?
I don't know. He was just walking around doing stuff, but he was like, I'm a corduroy bear.
Yeah.
That's what it was called.
Yeah.
Meg, you don't even know that? You don't read that kind of stuff?
No, I don't remember the name of it. I just remember my friend in high school, her little nickname that she used to go around calling people was Shakorta. So I don't like, that was like her little ghetto nickname.
What was her full name, real name?
No, her real name's a little ghetto too, but that was that was her nickname for other people.
Usually nicknames correspond with the real name at some, like my nickname was
it's about the same. I didn't want to put her name out there, but it's about the same.
Yeah, this call is being recorded.
Thank you, Heidi. I forgot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Stop it and say that every now. This call is being recorded.
That's funny, man. Chris, what you been up to, man? Besides shooting a movie where you get into pretend
playing
that
yourself
you're
in your real life, or you
man.
work.
Shooting this film, man, and hitting these stages up.
That's what's up, man. And you forgot about bailing on your homeboys too. It's all
good. Get into it.
What happened? What had happened?
First of all, I had my daughter. She's 4 years old. It was
your fault. You were done. You were completely out of the woods with being a parent, and you was like, you know what? Newborn.
So we gonna go back to that over not being able to make it this. The baby here now. To hear the baby's 4. And I was done. I'm sorry. My son is 20. The other one's 16. I was absolutely done. But I got a girl, and I'm happy. And I wanted to come to here. My mama was out eating dinner. She got home. It was like 10:15.
I dropped your mom off at 9:35. Don't you start that shit. You weren't supposed to meet to 10:30 anyway.
I live in Anaheim. My mama in Gardena. The baby was asleep.
You moved to Anaheim?
I did.
On purpose?
Yep, I got away from. You saw what happened on that Zoom.
What's out in Anaheim?
I do remember that.
What happened on the Zoom that made you go to Anaheim?
I tell you what's not out in Anaheim, his brother.
Uh-oh, he trying to kill you or something?
Oh no. On
Zoom? With the always one time. I think it was you. And we saw, who was it? It was CP. It was CP. Because his brother had walked by the screen one time, and CP said something to him. And his brother was like, "But I'll kill everybody on there." I was like, "Hold on. Is he?" He know we was kidding, right? Is it because he sounded serious, and his like right here, it sounded serious when it came out of his mouth.
He said it looked like a roach walk past.
No, CP said.
Oh, that was CP that said that.
Yes, he was going.
It looked like a roach walk past.
He said it looked like a roach walked past?
Yeah. Chris, is that a roach on your wall that just walked past the screen?
That is so rude.
My brother came back, got all in the screen. I kill everybody on this bitch.
Oh, he got that close?
Right here, went right past me.
It's like, nigga, only one person said
watch
that.
Out. What you say? You say you ready to die tonight?
I'm not, sir.
It's not funny. It's not funny. I'm only laughing because my life wasn't threatened. So
it was funny in that moment, but we couldn't laugh in that moment. But it was funny in that moment.
And now Chris is in Anaheim.
The funniest thing wasn't even him threatening CP. The funniest thing was Chris, like Chris, you saw it in his face how disappointed he was. He's like, it was the beginning of a BET movie. Like, I bet you wondering how I got here.
It's like, first of all, only one person said that. You gonna kill the whole Zoom room?
Bro,
you gonna travel
like
for this?
2,500 people in the Zoom too watching it.
But I'm the only one touchable.
So, fast forward to Chris in Anaheim is hilarious.
oh no.
I'm here.
Oh man, that was a funny episode, man. CP was like, "Ooh,
Classic, the best that he's ever had."
You forgot not everybody's ready to get roasted.
Right. You gotta
Exactly.
be careful.
You gotta not everybody.
not everybody,
curate.
not everybody is ready for it, but also not everybody walks around with fresh out energy." Chris' brother was like, he had just did a bid, like a 15-year bid, and he was like, "I'm not for your little jokes."
Ready to go back at any point.
They
That was in 91.
made up. They ready for me. They ain't get sheets off yet.
That's what it feels like when I walk downtown LA. I feel like everybody just got out. I'm like, all right, everybody, let's all stay calm.
Downtown Los Angeles has fresh out energy.
Oh, it's
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even sometimes my security guards have fresh out energy. I come home, they're like, "You good?" I'm like, I think so. Yeah, I think. Are you good? We're good, right?
That's why downtown is weird, because like one street will be just all people yelling and it's just all fresh out energy, and then you go one block up and it's like fresh produce energy. It's just like all Whole Foods and like cafes and stuff. It's just like, hi.
Yeah,
so weird.
It's real.
This
Block,
is Tulsa,
block.
man. You just gotta.
I feel like that's just LA.
Well, LA, at least you could go like a street or so, but like downtown
Like
right now, it's like you turn a corner and you're like, oh, maybe I'll go around that one instead.
That guy's doing meth. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna just go down this way.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the first time I was walking downtown, and this homeless man was putting heroin in his neck. And was just talking to me. And he was like, "Oh, you about to go in that store?" No, I'm going in that store, because that store, they don't be selling you, they be selling you fake stuff. And I'm sitting here like,
Nigga, advice? Is that advice coming out?
And I was like, are you okay? Like, it's okay? Like,
Wait a minute.
you good?
He was doing it in his neck?
In his neck. I was like, I didn't even know you could do that.
Vein off. So he had a belt around his neck and a needle in there too,
and he was talking.
I don't know. I can't remember if he had something to tie. I just know he had it. I just saw this, and I just was like, I think I gotta run, because if you can do heroin in your neck,
in there, and then you snatch it.
Don't go over
After
this
10 plus years, after 10 years and up of using that, you can do it in your neck.
Okay, gotcha.
Or it might be some weak shit. You know, it might have been some real bad shit.
Right.
Because if he was going to the neck and he was talking, like every reenactment of somebody doing it, they like it looks like it's just awesome. Like they just like lose their butt, like go out of their body. But if you're giving advice about this local CVS, it's got to be some Reggie. Does heroin have Reggie?
I don't know. I don't know if I would ever call heroin awesome though. That was a weird adjective.
No. It said it looks like it feels awesome.
Okay.
This
Like, I'd never try it. I wouldn't recommend
is
it.
being recorded.
I mean, it just looks like, I mean, people are willing to do a lot of stuff for another one. So I'm assuming it feels great.
There's a lot of things that look really good in the moment, that feel really good in the moment. And then looking back, you're like, whoops.
Chlamydia.
Like what?
Huh?
Heroin.
Like toe sucking?
One night stands. You be like,
Yeah.
man, this is fire, man. Chlamydia.
Wait, what?
Baby girl.
That was very specific.
That baby girl is okay. But did Meg go into the store? Did she listen to the guy?
Yeah,
I left. I was just like, I never see. First of all, I just never seen anyone do drugs while they were talking to me, like hard drugs. And the fact that he was doing it in his neck, I was like, I just need to go.
So you turned around and didn't go into the store?
Sure didn't. Sure did not.
So he was probably just like,
I was fresh in LA though.
I get good advice.
People. I've taken advice from homeless people.
I give good advice.
Ew. Homeless people be knowing.
Yeah, like they're out in these streets. Like they tell you not to go somewhere. You might want to listen. They put some time in.
Yeah. I don't know.
I was parked at JR Crickett's last week, and homeless kids.
Like, man, I ain't never coming in here again. Like, you're not welcome in here again.
Yeah, what was he doing in that store that was just like, you know what, this service is terrible. I
don't even remember, y'all. I just know he was
gonna hang out outside
in his neck and talking to me, and I like it was normal, like it was a normal Tuesday.
I mean, they probably didn't let him do neck heroin in the store. That's probably why he has bad reviews about it.
Make anybody
I can't do this in here. Get my M&Ms.
Well, listen, this is a good place for us to jump right into the first topic of the day, right after this.
I should check this crazy story out, right? In a tiny apartment in Southern California, 2 college dropouts teamed up to create a watch company that broke all the rules, right? With fair pricing, unexpected colors, and clean original designs, Movement grew into one of the fastest growing watch brands, shipping over 160 countries across the globe. Now, I gave you a little background about the company, all right? These watches, these glasses, the prices. That's what's gonna blow you away. The watch is amazing. Look at that. You would expect this to be $350, $400. These glasses, you would expect them to be $350 again. Go to Movement. Look at the website. You see what I'm out here doing. When they told me I could pick a little something, I was like, oh, okay. Oh, just this many? Because I was finna go crazy. And because they said just the 2, I went ahead and bought 2 more. Because I was like, yo, I need these. I ain't even look at the wide rim. Look at the lenses pushed back, the recessed lenses. Oh, man, you can't tell me nothing. All right, they're premium. They even got blue light lenses. All right, if you at the computer screen and all that, they got you covered. All right, they got everybody covered. These are the perfect gifts for family and friends. They got quality modern watches and fair prices that suit durable sunglasses with UV rated polarized lens and timeless styles. You cannot go wrong. Listen, I want to let y'all know Movement is celebrating their 8-year anniversary on July 20th. And because of that, they're giving 28% off. That's right, 28% off their best-selling watches, blue light glasses, jewelry, and more. All right, so don't miss one of the biggest sales of the year. Go to MVMT.com/SquADD and enjoy 28% off. Again, that's 28% off site-wide at MVMT.com/SquADD, SQUADD. Come on, fam. Join the movement.
First topic of the day, we have, would you rather drive everywhere versus Uber everywhere?
That's tough.
I ain't got a car right now.
What if you had a car? What if it's a nice car too?
I mean, it's still up to you. I mean, it's either drive or do ride share everywhere. My thing is ride share is cool, but you don't know whose car you're gonna get in. You don't know how they're driving. You don't know the speed. You don't know what it's gonna smell like. You don't know any of that.
It gets real quick when you have a driver who's not good at driving professionally. It gets real
professionally.
But what if you are the bad driver?
Are you a bad driver, Meg?
Not bad, but I think it's because I'm half Asian. I feel like there's moments where it's just like,
I was in the car.
Like at first I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Zip. Like you like, oh, your girl can drive. And then all of a sudden I like back into a pole and you be like, wait, what?
You lost me at zip. No one who zips is a good driver. That's not how I would describe myself.
Meg, you were coming from a shoot and I was riding with Meg.
Shut up to here. You shut up. Don't tell this story.
Fast enough. And she cut those double lines to get in that carpool lane. I was like, Meg, don't cut those lines. She was like, ain't nobody coming. She cut them lines. Next thing, blue. Immediately.
pulled over together?
We got pulled over immediately. And the dude comes up to the window and Meg tries to start talking Korean.
No way.
Did not.
Shut up.
She
She
speaks
acts like she
Korean.
doesn't know English.
No, I
I'm
did not
recording
do
the
that.
whole
Tahir, tell the
thing.
story correctly. He be
Meg got
lying. You
pulled
know
over.
Tahir be lying. Tahir be
Meg,
lying.
we got
No,
pulled over. We got pulled over, and Meg tried to act surprised. She was like, "Oh, I didn't know I couldn't cross the double lines." He was like,
I didn't know I couldn't do that.
It's a sign. And here's the thing. It was about to break. We were about to go to a break where she could have got over legally. We were maybe 60 feet from it when she got over. And then she was like, "Oh, I didn't know I couldn't cross the double lines." He was like, "It's a sign right there that says no crossing double lines."
Also traffic school.
And it doesn't even feel legal. All those
Yeah, like
lights and bumps.
Yeah,
you know what? I'm not gonna be judged today. All right, you're not gonna judge me.
You were judged by an actual judge, so we don't have to. That man told Meg $500, and she was like, "Whatever," and threw it back. But when we parked, she recently got the ticket again.
I was so mad. And Tahir, and the whole time Tahir just sitting there quiet. He was just sitting there quiet.
Listen,
like,
this was at the height.
face forward.
This was at the-
And as
this
soon
was at
as
the height
as you pull
of
up,
Philando Castillo and all of those black people that were getting shot. This
Oh,
is at the height of this. When
Yep.
we got pulled over. So the only thing I'm doing is
no, it was way before that,
No,
Tahir.
man. This
You
is at the
making my
beginning
heart
of
race.
all of that starting to happen. I mean,
Was
sorry, this was right
before
this
that.
was right
You act
before
like police
Philando.
was
That's
wonderful
not no.
before
Don't
that.
sit here. That's not why Tahir was quiet. Tahir was quiet because as soon as that window went up, he was like, "That's what you get. That's
No, I'm
exactly
pretty
what
sure
you
it was
did
the
to
first
me."
one. Pretty sure
I
it
did
was
not
the
do
first one.
that. I did not. I said all
Yes,
I
you
said
did.
was,
You should did because I just sat there and I was
like,
like, "All right, Tahir, whatever."
all I said was I told you don't cross those double lines. That's all I said. Because I knew what that $500 ticket felt like. I got a $500 ticket for making a U-turn in Pasadena. So I was like, I don't wish that on nobody.
I've been pulled over before.
Well,
How'd that go, Heidi?
Heidi, we know your DUI story.
It's a wet and reckless. I'll have you know, it's a wet and reckless.
That sounds way too adorable to be a serious charge.
That's because I had so you already know the story. You don't want me to tell it?
No, go ahead. Run it back. I forgot.
Yes.
You forgot it? Okay, so I had a glass of champagne, but one of the little bottles that are a little bigger, and then I made a wide left. And I was just gonna park my car in the street to go help my friend with some lines, not cocaine, help them with an audition.
No one thought that.
No, because Tahir has set me up before. Okay. So I want to be clear.
Help my friends with some lines. I've never heard anybody talk about coke like that.
I just want to be clear because it's called.
Chris was like, I got way too much cocaine. Coming and help me with some lines. And she was like, I can do that.
I gotta go, guys.
So I went to go help my friend with an audition, but I had just had some champagne. And then I was like, okay. And I made a wide left on La Cienega and Beverly. You know how they have those 2 lanes there because I was going to go immediately into the right. And then I was like, this would be the worst time for a cop to be behind me. And then I look up and it's like, woo, woo. And then I was like, fuck. And then he was like, hey, how's it going? I was like, I already know. Wide left. I already know. And he was like, have you been drinking? I was like, I just had some champagne. And he was like, how long ago? I was like, literally like 5 minutes ago. He was like, all right, you got to get out. And I was like, oh no, I'm going to jail, huh? And he was like, well, kind of. Like you just
that was still sounded like such a pleasant experience. This whole being white thing is wild.
I don't know how to lie at all. She was like, I just had some champagne. The bottle's right there. You can smell it on my breath. I'm going to help you with some lines.
Is that your ID?
Some quick coke, and then I'm not even gonna drive home. I'm gonna run home because I'm gonna be so
quick
happy.
coke. I'm about to do some quick coke real quick.
I'm like, you know how it is, officer, when you got to get rid of evidence and stuff.
Did you get the DUI?
I got a wet and reckless. It's not like it's not criminal, I guess.
They gave me
It's
a
like a
DUI.
lesser. It's just a lesser charge. Like, it's like, okay, she wasn't drunk. She didn't kill nobody. Like, I didn't run into anything. And I went reckless because I was
They
right
did a
on the line.
breathalyzer.
It's because I'm right on the line. Yeah, breathalyzer.
And you, how many points over from the legal?
0.01.
Me too.
You
DUI.
too? Oh,
DUI though.
did you get a lawyer?
Nah, I ain't. I just said no.
I had gotten.
Wait, I thought 0.08 was the limit.
Yeah, so I was 0.01 over, 0.09.
Me too.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what you were saying. You were saying the difference.
But I still had to do all. I still had to do all the classes.
Wait a second. You were 1 point over, and you only had one bottle of champagne?
They were the bigger bottles of champagne.
Oh, those fingers are a lot further apart now. In the beginning of this,
you see how the story is starting to unravel, but she wants us to believe she wasn't going to do cocaine. Come on, guys.
Yeah, sound like coke to me.
I was not. I would tell you if I was.
No, that's you know what's crazy is that y'all had the same, y'all was at the same limit, but like when you white, it subtracts a point, and so you was good. But then when you black, they add 2 points. So that's why they got you, Chris.
Racism.
Did they tow your? Did they tow your car?
Racism, huh?
Did they tow your car?
And by the way, my officers were not white. Well, they were Hispanic and black, and they actually did not tow my car. They did me a favor and parked it on the side of the street.
Okay, they did
They
park my
parked your
car.
They
They parked mine too, just because it was my birthday.
They parked. See.
That's what he said.
Hey, good on us. They looked out
Chris,
for us.
they didn't tow your car, Chris?
No, they didn't tow my car because it was my birthday, but I did go to jail and had to do the whole.
I had to go to jail too.
Why did you get what's the difference between okay, so a DUI is criminal and the wet and reckless is not, right?
A lawyer.
I had to have the breathalyzer in my car before I started. Did you have to get that inserted in your car? See, I had to do that.
No,
so every time I drove.
I was gonna say, Pat, they're both criminal. It's just degrees of like what happens with each.
Well, I
Wet
think
and reckless doesn't even sound like you did anything wrong.
that's what I hate. That's what I hate. I have the fact that I have a criminal record for being wet and reckless is that
sounds fun.
Hey, it's Heidi. I'm wet and reckless, everybody.
That sounds like you have like you
Magic
do
Mountain just gets in the car like, you can't drive that wet. You just out here reckless driving around. The t-shirt is dripping all on the seatbelt.
Or that sounds like you just went down the slip and slide feet first.
It's just like,
so I had the first degree murder of DUIs. And
don't say that because people do really be murdering people with the DUIs.
But I didn't. They pulled me over, said that my light over the license plate was out.
They can pull
a little bulb.
Light, yeah.
That light up your
Yeah, because they can't read the license plate. So if
Damn,
they can't read the license plate, they'll use that
plate.
as a reason to pull you
You didn't
over.
even swerve or anything?
Not one bit.
That's trash.
that's
and they just happened to. Why would they breathalyze you if that was?
Have you been drinking? I said, nope. Oh, today is your birthday. Where you coming from? I said, I was around the corner. We saw you had left the bar. I said, yep, I left the bar. And you haven't been drinking? Nope. Okay, it smells like alcohol. Okay, you need to take the breathalyzer. I got out the car. I was like, you know what? Just take me down to the station. You can just. He said, we have to draw your blood. I said, that's fine. So then I was like, you know what? I'm going to blow anyway. I barely blew. He said, no, you need to blow harder. Barely blew. You need to blow harder. So I blew point over, and I kid you not, as I blew, a car came right off the freeway where they put me over, hit a tree. One of the officers went over there, talked to that couple, came back, parked my car, took me to the station.
Dang, they couldn't even let you go because of the crazy accident?
Crazy. That's crazy.
You should have ran.
That would have been you if we wouldn't have pulled you over. That tree didn't stand a chance tonight.
That's insane. They
that tree was just on some Final Destination shit. It was distant.
Those poor trees, man. They just be out here just, please don't hit me.
making air and getting killed.
They don't even know what cars are, though. That must be really crazy to get from a tree's point of view to get hit by a car. It's just like, what was that? That must be insane. He's just been chilling his whole life. Birds, maybe.
Right.
And then a car. Did the tree knock over? Was it that bad?
No, the tree didn't knock over, but the car was messed up. The front hood of the car gone.
Car body.
Yeah,
Strong-ass
Asian.
tree.
So wait, so drive everywhere or Uber? What was it?
I want to drive everywhere because I don't like waiting for Ubers, and I feel like.
Are you paying for these Ubers, or these are unlimited free Ubers?
Great question.
Well, you're paying for gas and parking, so I assume.
I like.
Wait, yeah, to hear, what is it? Are we paying for Ubers too?
Well, I mean, think of it like
let's say it's all free. Let's say the gas is free,
Ubers,
and
but if you're paying for the Ubers, you're not paying for a car note, you're not paying for gas, you're not paying for car insurance. So it's not free Uber rides. I mean, if it's free,
You're not paying for your DUIs.
you say what?
Yes.
I would much rather drive everywhere in both circumstances because I don't like Uber. They be taking too long. Y'all ever like request something and it'll be like, you got one coming in 25 minutes, and it's like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta.
ain't nobody else.
You gotta schedule them out. You gotta schedule them out now. They want to know when you leaving, where
Really?
you going. Yeah,
Schedule them. How you do a schedule?
you
it's
don't know how
on there.
to
It's an
do it?
option on there to
Yeah, you can
schedule for later.
It's a little clock.
You know what's funny? I was like, so I'm from Radcliffe, Kentucky. It's like a really small town, and I'll never forget the first when I was pregnant. I was hanging out with my friends, and they had drove me, and I was like, well, y'all don't have. It was late. I was like, y'all don't have to drive me. I'll just get an Uber back to my parents' house. Y'all, why? I called the Uber, and it was like one, and we're like, it was like 25 minutes, they'll be here. And I was like, look, you know how you can like look at the map and see like where all the cars are? There was literally one car in the whole city. And so when she came and got me, I was like, ma'am, like, how long you been driving Uber? She was like, oh, I just started a couple weeks ago. I was like, is it normal for there to be like 25, 30-minute wait time? She was like, yeah, because I'm the only one in this area. I was like, there's only one Uber driver in this whole
You know
city.
everybody by name?
Yeah.
That's
And she did, and she said, "Oh, I do Uber and Lyft now." So I was like, "You the only one for both?" She was like, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, you busy?" She's like, "Yeah, girl. I'm trying. I don't want people to get it because right now I'm so busy. I'm making a lot of money."
That's actually pretty futuristic for like old towns. Because like you know how old towns have like the local butcher and then like the local baker. Now there's like a local Uber driver. That's like a weird thing.
That's called a taxi. That's
Yeah,
a
it's
taxi.
a taxi.
But it ain't just one taxi with one person in it ever.
I
Throughout
mean,
the whole
Yes,
country.
it's usually in a small town.
I went.
Some
what's the-
towns
what's
ain't even
the,
got taxis. The town I
what's
grew
the-
up in ain't
the
got no
HBCU
taxis.
out there in
Right.
Kentucky, Meg?
Huh?
What's the HBCU? The main HBCU out there in Kentucky?
Oh, Kentucky State.
Bro, we did this show in Kentucky. It was me, Nika King, and somebody else. And it was the same thing. It was one taxi for the whole town. And no matter where you was going, it was going to take the taxi driver 30 minutes to get to you. No matter where you're going. It's like, call them now because it's going to take them 30 minutes to get here. Because it's just one guy.
That's a taxi.
Is that right?
That's a taxi. This wasn't even Uber.
Taxi.
It was just one guy that was a taxi.
Was it traffic in the town?
Huh?
Was it traffic in the town?
No, but this is like super rural. This is rural. This is only like flatlands and farmlands, and then the college, and then nothing else.
So he just lived somewhere that was 30 minutes from everything.
No, but he might be dropping somebody else. He might be dropping somebody off, and it's going to take him 30 minutes to do whatever he needs to do, finish up, and get to you.
So I'm assuming a lot of people had cars out there then?
No.
So everybody used this guy?
Or walk?
No.
That's great. That's
That makes
wild.
no sense.
I'd rather drive to answer that question. I'd rather drive. I'm at my own expense. I can leave when I want to leave. If something happened, I'm in the car. I'm up out of there.
That's the thing I hate about not having a car is you have such a like lack of freedom. Like you gotta ride with somebody, whether that's an Uber driver or your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Heidi,
I
why you
hate
don't
taking
do
road
you-
trips? Road trips and having to be the driver for like oh, we're gonna 8-10 hour trip and you gotta drive the whole time. That sucks.
Why would you drive the whole time? Who you
Well,
ride?
I'm saying in the instance like that, like, first of all, I'm not good at driving at all. I hate when people just be like, hey, you gonna take it first 2 hours? I'll be like, do you want to live? Because if so, you should probably not elect me to be the driver for this.
Sleeping and
because I be getting sleepy. I got a touch of narcolepsy or something when I drive.
Hell no. Well, how did you get a license?
I don't know. They was giving them out on the corner or something because I shouldn't. I'd be tired, okay, and it'd be kicking in. It don't matter what time of day. It could be nighttime. 10 minutes in, if ain't nobody talking to me, or I'm not eating something, I'm falling asleep driving.
That's not road trips. That's just anywhere in the city. You're dangerous. 10 minutes in.
Same. That too. Yes.
Heidi, is your car in a shop, or are you not in California?
I haven't had one, and then the pandemic happened, and I wasn't leaving, so I didn't want to get another one. And then now everything's opening up, and the Uber prices are going up, so I'm gonna have to get a car.
I was gonna say it's hard in California to have to Uber everywhere or call somebody for, you know.
I kind of like it. I've been like by myself. I mean, I've been lonely, but I've been by myself, you know.
It's different in LA because parking is so bad in most areas. You'd almost, even if you have a car, like if I'm going anywhere downtown or in Hollywood, I'll more than likely Uber because it's just like I don't even want to deal with it.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna spend $15-$30 on parking.
Right. Which is actually, it ends up being less than an Uber both ways. But then you don't gotta worry about driving. So
right.
So I'm still
I can't do it.
Well, let's put it to a vote. Driving or Uber? Meg?
Oh, me. I'm gonna go with I'd rather drive.
Pat?
Drive, for sure.
Chris?
I'm driving, buddy.
Okay. And Heidi?
If I got the car I want, I'm driving.
Okay. I'm always gonna drive. Always driving. So it looks like the driving has it on that. We're gonna jump right into the second topic right after this.
Ready for some fireworks? No, not the ones popping off at 2 a.m. I'm talking about the fireworks you feel when you finally get life insurance coverage. There's no better time than now to apply for life insurance. Because it's not just temperatures that are rising. Life insurance can go up each year you wait to buy. If someone relies on you for financial support, whether it's a child, an aging parent, or even a business partner, you need life insurance to properly provide for their families. Most people need 10 times life insurance coverage than they get through their employer. Policy Genius makes it easy to compare quotes from over a dozen top insurers all in one place. Why compare? You can save 50% or more on life insurance by comparing quotes with Policy Genius. You can save $1,300 or more per year on life insurance by using Policy Genius to compare policies. The experts at Policy Genius work for you, not the insurance companies. So you can trust them to help you navigate through every step of the buying process. That kind of service has earned Policy Genius thousands of 5-star reviews on Trustpilot and Google. An eligible applicant can be covered in as little as a week, thanks to the award-winning policy option that swaps the standard medical exam required for a simple phone call. This exclusive policy was rated #1 by Forbes. That's higher than options from Ladders, Ethos, and Bestos. Getting started is easy. First, go to policygenius.com. In minutes, you can work out how much life insurance coverage you need and compare personalized quotes to find your best price. When you're ready to apply, the Policy Genius team will handle the paperwork and the scheduling for free. Policy Genius never sells your information to any other companies. Also, Policy Genius doesn't add on any extra fees. So, head over to policygenius.com to get started now. That's policygenius.com. Policy Genius. When it comes to insurance, it's nice to get it right. There are so many other shows that we might want to watch, but we can't because they're in other countries. But now with ExpressVPN, you can unlock those movies and shows that are only available in other countries. For those that don't know, I'm a big anime fan. So some of the shows I get to watch using ExpressVPN is That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime and Welcome to Demon School. So how ExpressVPN unblocks content, they let you change your location. So whatever site that you go to, they think you're in that location. And it's super simple. All you do is open the app, select a location, then tap one button to connect. Then you refresh the page and you have all access to all the movies and shows in that location. You can choose from almost 100 different countries. You can watch anime on Japanese Netflix, which is what I do most of the time. You can watch Rick and Morty on France Netflix. You can even watch The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on Australian Netflix. Or Star Trek Discovery on UK Netflix. And this works with any streaming service. BBC iPlayer, Hulu, YouTube. This is why you should choose ExpressVPN over all the other VPNs. You can stream HD, no problem, no lags, no buffering, nothing. It's compatible with all your devices. I'm talking media consoles, phones, laptops, smart TVs, all of it. And not only does it let you change your location, it also encrypts your data and lets you surf the web safely and anonymously. So, what are you waiting for? Go to expressvpn.com/squad and get an extra 3 months of ExpressVPN for free. That's expressvpn.com/squad.
Second topic of the day, we have what's better, Chinese food versus Italian food?
If you want to gain weight, go with Italian. Nothing but carbs.
Who's just walking around wanting to just put on 30?
You.
But that's the same with Chinese food. You don't think nobody getting fat off of greasy Chinese food?
It is
fried chicken and the egg rolls and the crab ragoon.
Oh, this is pre-recorded, y'all. I started to stress out like we've been live this whole time because I said a bunch of shit.
Erase that first half to hear.
Wet and reckless. She's soaking and then she got sparklers in her hand. I'm wet and reckless.
I'm never gonna have a career. Anyway,
What
what were you saying, Chris?
Italian or Chinese, man. You know what? I don't be knowing what's all in the Chinese. That still didn't sound.
Go
back.
All right,
Can you do that? Come back to me.
Come back to me later.
Fried rice. We got all types of. Well, some of it is Americanized. Are we talking about like traditional Chinese food or like
We're
Chinese?
talking about a Chinese. Like if you go to a Chinese restaurant, like
Americanized Chinese food, basically.
Okay,
Americanized Chinese food.
If
Yeah.
you like egg rolls or like teriyaki chicken, orange and sesame chicken.
Yeah.
Kung Pao. I think General So. Is that how you say it? Is it So Sao?
Oh, Sal, I've heard both.
Honey walnut shrimp. That's Panda Express.
That's
That has
that's Panda Express, but I guess that would count as Chinese, right?
That's Chinese. Yeah, Panda Express is Chinese.
Yeah.
What else? Wontons? Is
Mhm.
that?
Look at if you ever go to Panda Express, look at the calorie count, Chris. Then you will say, I don't know if you will still feel the same about.
Oh, that's both. They're both calories.
That's what I'm saying. They're both really bad.
Talking about deliciousness.
Mm.
Now, Italian food, they got pizza and all types of pastas and stuff like that, which is great, lasagna. But Chinese food just hit every time.
Yeah, it do.
Yeah.
It do.
The only thing is, I don't know which one has a better breakfast. What's Italian breakfast and what's Chinese food breakfast?
Wine, I think, is Italian breakfast.
Pizza.
Panera bread.
Old pizza from yesterday.
Reckless.
You're like, no, Heidi, that's just you.
I'm gonna look it up. Italian
Don't
breakfast.
bring Italy into this.
I don't think but nobody really, like if we're talking about Americanized versions of these things, we're not really eating the traditional breakfast for these.
Oh yeah,
two
I don't know the
genres.
breakfast, but I know with Italian you got chicken parmesan, you got spaghetti and meatballs, you got homemade ricotta, you got pizza, you got chicken marsala. You got
No, chicken marsala. That's isn't like
it is.
tikka marsala like Indian food.
No, but there's
Thought it was.
chicken masala.
I don't know. I'm reading it off of a Italian menu.
Like a chicken
Listen.
parmigiana situation.
All carbs.
Basically.
Yeah.
It's both carbs. None of them are. I feel like there are healthy options in both, though. It's pretty wide.
I feel
What
like,
is the healthy options in Italian?
like one of them little antipasta salad situations.
A salad.
What's anti-pasta?
Antipasta. That's like
That's what it's called.
It's called antipasta. They basically like our stuff that ain't pasta.
What?
What kind of
Antipasto. It's like
It's
appetizer.
Antipasta.
I
Appetizer.
never heard of it.
So is that still Italian food?
Yeah, it's on the
It
menu.
just means appetizer.
Oh, so an Italian
Yeah, here it is
appetizer.
right here.
Yeah.
Antipasta salad.
Mm-hmm.
That looks not like.
So what's the Italian
Pasto, y'all.
part of that? The salami?
Antipasto.
It'd be
It's
actually it'd be good.
Artichoke,
Yep.
baby tomatoes. It looks like balls of mozzarella, black olives, and banana peppers is what it looks like. Served on a bed of lettuce.
Okay,
Salami.
bring up the Chinese one.
I don't know.
Chinese, you
Lettuce
could just do
wraps.
like the steamed vegetables. You could do
Yeah.
steamed vegetables.
Yeah, there's
Steamed vegetables, lettuce wraps at PF Chains.
and I think that Chinese
That
food,
is 1,000 calories.
Chinese
Not
food
the
is-
lettuce wraps, man. That's lettuce. with
The
just-
lettuce, the stuff that they put in the lettuce wraps. Let me look it up because I really like the lettuce
I
wraps.
guarantee you, 390 calories.
aren't there healthy
Wait,
meals?
what? How do you
right?
know that?
Because I eat at I don't know, but I eat at PF. I watch my calories.
Well,
As you
Chinese,
can see my
Chinese
shape.
people live longer than Italian people too. I feel like they're healthier. So
They
I
do.
think they're doing something within Chinese food that may be healthier. Like, isn't there like a lot of rice dishes that are really healthy?
Mm-hmm. My neighbor Chinese, 92.
Yeah, squash.
Squat.
I mean, it's not just that. Well, I will say this. I feel like just an Asian diet incorporates more vegetables than probably like an Italian diet. Because when you think of Italian food, you're not really thinking vegetables. But when you think Chinese food, beef and broccoli, like stuff is in there. It's not just the meat. There's always like vegetables within it. So I just feel like it's a little bit healthier. And then plus, like, I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like it's just more vegetables in that regard.
Do you think the portions matter too? You think that Asians typically eat smaller portions than Italian?
They do, and they also drink a lot of warm liquids, which help with digestion, by the way.
Yes.
Oh, like
they have smaller stomachs.
Like soups and teas, yeah.
Everybody's stomach is small, Chris.
I just feel like both.
Well, it's everybody's stomach is small. It's not that everybody doesn't have the same size stomach. To hear
your stomach small.
My stomach.
Not the outer stomach.
But his
How many stomachs you got? Like a cow? You got like 4 stomachs?
You seem to hear everybody's stomach is small, but like you can expand, like because you be eating, and then it turns into fat. That's what you're saying. Your outer stomach, right?
Yeah,
but to
I got
hear
an outer stomach right now too. I don't want to brag or
to
nothing.
hear yours expands more. Like your stomach is the same size as all of us, but your stomach is able to hold more food than all of us as well.
Is that
Well,
real?
Which one of his stomachs?
The upper Western Hemisphere stomach. That's the first 7.
I don't know why he looked like that.
I had
And
nothing.
that's because I'm a healthcare provider.
I was like, I'm just be quiet. I got nothing good. Anything I would have said would have made it worse because I'm super hungry right now too. I'm just like, man, why are we talking about food though?
The only thing that's hard for me on like deliciousness, and also like I feel like when I look back on my life, when there's like lonely nights or like everything's closed down because it's a holiday, both Chinese and Italian are like there for you. Like you could always get some Chinese food, you could always get some pizza. Like they're like 2 categories of food that are like, we got you.
I will say, like on the late night, like 2 a.m., you're way more likely, at least in LA, to get really disappointing Italian food as opposed to Chinese food that really hits. Because I feel like we've even had on the food show here, like some Italian food that was just like, yo, this is wild. Like people who don't care about spaghetti will piss you off way more than people who don't care about chow mein, because you're still kind of like chow mein. So I feel like late night, and also we're forgetting that Chinese food, because of the DMV, we now have mambo sauce in that category. So that kind of that puts me over for sure.
Wait, that comes from the Chinese food places?
in the
You get
DMV.
you get the wings from the Chinese food place, and you get the mumbo sauce with it.
Woo.
I'm
I
going
have some
Chinese
mambo
food.
sauce in my fridge right now.
Mambo sauce?
I saw it at the store. I was like, I'm buying it.
What
so
store?
Oh, that ain't gonna taste the same at all.
is it no? It's the original mambo sauce. They sell it now. They like
Oh, word.
bottle it up and sell it. So I was like, let me try this.
All
Hey,
right.
you like it? Have you used it yet?
It's good. I'll put it on some wings.
Bye.
It's fire.
Put it on some wings. They would
Does
probably
Put it on some
Does
wings.
Chinese food be having bread? I don't see bread ever.
wrap wings.
Wings.
Hey, does
That
Chinese
could
food have
be-
bread though?
Huh?
Chinese food, like I don't see like a lot of breads in Chinese food.
Their bread is rice
Yeah.
They don't ever have
or
like
egg rolls.
Yeah.
Rice cakes.
I don't know. I mean, I obviously feel like I have to say Chinese because I'm Asian, but like when you think of Italian, like I don't know if I could ever just be like no pizza at all for the rest of my life. Like pizza is just a category of its own.
And spaghetti. Like if you get a good spaghetti sauce,
That is true. Lasagna is kind of underrated too. I like
I fuck with lasagna.
yeah.
And what is
I
it?
like
Eggplant
that.
parmesan.
Oh, that's
Lasagna's-
Oh, fuck.
fire.
Damn, there is a lot of good Italian food.
The only thing though, here's one of the things though. You can eat some Chinese food and be straight. Cause like you can get a small serving of it, but like you never get a small serving of Italian food. You get a couple slices of pizza, you get 2 scoops of lasagna, you're gonna get seconds of the spaghetti, all that shit gonna leave you comatose.
That's love. That's love. It's like everything's family size for family.
Yeah, but it's just you.
right now.
It's
We
just
didn't
you
even
on
talk
lunch.
about fettuccine Alfredo. Oh my gosh, that's like top tier noodles.
An Asiago salad from Wendy's.
Asiago?
Thrown in the mix.
Asiago. Yes.
What that got to do with either of these foods?
That's a Chinese salad.
I like how you relate everything back to a chain. Like you're like,
Asiago?
yeah, this, but completely.
I used to be a dietitian, so I know about foods and the stomachs and stuff. I'm a healthcare provider.
Stomachs. Well, first of all, Asiago is from Italy, and it's cheese.
Well,
You're right.
that's the salad.
It's cheese.
Chris, you didn't say that. You said Chinese food.
You sure did.
Mhm.
I said Chinese food.
Mm-hmm.
I said I have Chinese food in my fridge.
It's not what you said. It's not what you said at all.
Rewind and tape.
I will. I'm gonna highlight it. It's gonna be one of the highlight clips. This part right
I know what I said.
Cold open.
I'm going. Always trying to make me look crazy. I said Chinese food. I'm going.
I'm trying to. You just said it again. You said Chinese food.
I said I'm going with Chinese food to here.
Sam, I'm going with Chinese food as well.
Okay.
Thank you, Patrick. Meg.
Yes, represent the
Nigga tryna
Asians.
move
What's
that
up?
off of them so fast.
You just, man, whatever, man. Not my friend.
Stop saying you're a healthcare provider. That's such a lie, Chris.
And when you say it over and over and over again, it's like, who are you?
Hey,
People are gonna
did I not
believe.
take care of you when you came into Kaiser Permanente? Said, now it's a HIPAA violation.
Yes, you did. But do you want me to tell people what your real job is? Stop saying healthcare provider.
Did I provide for you when you came to that clinic when you were pregnant?
Yes, you provide taking my money to process my insurance.
It's still quality
In my car.
care. You saw me first before you saw the actual doctor. Was I on first responders? What they call that?
That is true. Okay, you're right. You're right. You better be getting all your discounts.
Thank you. Now, how is the baby doing?
He's good.
You need before the father.
Thank you for providing care. He is now a healthy 2.5-year-old.
Thank you.
We're sitting up there
If
sipping
you
that
had
wine
not
like
swiped
that.
my insurance card, then he would not be here.
First responders.
Thank you, man.
Oh man.
No, seriously, Chris, are you telling you should get your first responder? You work at a hospital. They don't know the difference.
Yeah, I get a lot of first responder
Here's the
discounts.
thing though, Chris don't gotta wear no scrubs though. You ain't gotta wear scrubs. I done seen Chris has had on some hooping shorts and a t-shirt. I was like, nigga, they just let you dress like this?
Chris, you are excellent at what you do. Thank you.
You tried to take my temperature with the little thing. I was like, you ain't even taking my temperature dressed like that, my nigga. You about to get somebody else to take my temperature.
Like, nigga, are those Kaiser slides? Like,
It was, first of all, you can't take my temperature if I can see your ankles, Chris.
I was on call.
Nah, bro.
I was on call when I took your temperature to hear it. So, you know, sometimes you probably don't know what that feels like. I get paged or called on my other cell phone.
Only the doctors have pagers, nigga. Stop.
Nurses have pagers.
But you're not a nurse.
You have pagers?
Now, why do they still?
Yes.
You still have pagers?
PAs.
Like the pagers? Like
Yes.
On your side.
Yes,
of
we
your
do.
Why is that more efficient?
Stop saying we.
Physician assistants, short term for PA. We have.
That's not you either. That's not you.
You gonna tell him?
How could
Like, you don't know?
It's not him.
I am not the same person
Clint,
that checks you in. Your child is 2 years old. I am not in that same position, man.
Chris,
What you do? What are you doing this time? And if you're a physician assistant, you have to wear scrubs.
Yes, Tahir is talking about a while ago. I'm wearing scrubs now. Now, don't have me go get my.
Chris, I will post your LinkedIn on this video right here. Don't play with me.
So you trying to say I don't wear scrubs?
Chris, yes, when you washing your car, but you're not required to wear them into work.
What?
If you wore scrubs into work, you would be violating the dress code for your position.
What?
You want to
get reprimanded for that?
Oh, I should go get my stuff. It says pediatrics, and only the nurses and the doctors have this jacket that I have.
Let's look at the back of it because it probably says janitorial
so they
on the
can
back.
tell that you stole that jacket. Go ahead.
First of all,
put it on video, Chris. You bad motherfucker. Do it.
Okay, I'm gonna go get my jacket.
This
And only the nurses and the doctors have this jacket.
Go get it. Go get your little janitor jacket. Let me see.
It's in the cleaners because I'm off.
Cleaners?
I put it in the cleaners because I'm off for the next 3 days.
There you go, guys.
Chris been up there stealing everything. I went over his house. He got a stethoscope just on like next to his beats. I'm like, nigga, this ain't headphones, dog. Why you? I gotta check the post in the streets.
I got a stethoscope too.
No, that's not how this works.
These haters, man.
I'm talking so much about healthcare. I'm getting texts from the city to get vaccinated. I'm already vaccinated.
Yeah, they keep
got your
saying
second
thing too.
You're vaxxed?
Yeah.
Man,
Everybody's
you better
vaxxed?
Listen. If you're trying to travel, it's easier.
Yeah,
just
I
get
had
vaxxed.
to. I when I was working in the pandemic, and I looked around on a couple jobs, and I was like, "Am I an entertainment essential worker? What's going on here?"
Man, they wasn't giving us no love. I just had to go in and was like, "Hey, I'm fat and I got asthma. Can I get a vax?"
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I'm vaccinated. I get it, Patrick. I get your fears. I understand.
He just don't. You know what? Patrick don't just want his period to be messed up because I heard that's what the vaccine be doing.
It do.
Wow.
It's
okay, Pat.
Not even
I'm sure your cycle will come back strong.
Yeah,
after
don't
a few
worry.
months.
It gets right back on track.
Right.
Wow. She said, period?
Fuck y'all.
I didn't go my calendar
Patrick, you ain't gonna get no. Yes, you just gonna pass a fibroid or two, Pat, but you'll be right back to normal.
Calendar. He's like, but it's already. I just got.
Having fun with that one. Patrick has a pussy. Okay, yeah. Patrick got a vagina.
When Pat got on birth control, that nigga was different. Let me tell you.
Oh my gosh! Did you try the male birth control?
It's happening.
Pat the only male that got an IUD.
It is coochie.
You got DUIs and you over there with an IUD.
Other letters.
Stop saying triple letter stuff. Just
That's because you too wet.
Patrick got an IUD. Patrick got an IUD.
just make it through this. Just make it through recess, Pat. Just make it through recess. Coming
The
back.
Depo-Provera shot is better. I worked in OBGYN for a minute too.
You'll all pay. I'm coming back through here.
I don't think that was on the books. LBGYN. I think that was
It's
off the books.
LB what? No, OB.
LBGYN.
IUD, Depo-Provera, you got the NuvaRing, and you got a lot of little things.
And somehow you
because
still
you
got
seen them
them
boxes in the office don't make you no
Right.
doctor.
Chris worked in the mailroom and delivered them. I was like,
tired
yep,
of
I'm a
this. I wanna
healthcare
put him on
provider.
blast, man. I wasn't gonna put this janitor ass nigga on blast, but
Oh my God.
listen, Chris gonna FaceTime me talking about, man, check out the wheels on this motherfucking bucket I just bought.
Okay, see? And this is
He had a six,
I
he had a
didn't want to see him
liter
either.
bucket and like just
fired.
cruising up and down.
and this is the same guy that asked me for medical advice. Chris, how do I control diabetes? Okay, to hear what you want to do is cut out on the Italian food.
And clearly, he's still the same, so he shouldn't have asked you for that advice.
It
'Cause you
didn't
didn't
work.
give him no good advice, Chris.
It didn't work. This nigga tried to read me a
Because he's
recipe
using
off
that
the
machine
craft
that like
box.
steam cleans the floors. Now you done upgraded to that, Chris.
Stunting on the wheels is hilarious. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Chris started changing when they gave him a lanyard. When that nigga hang his keys around his neck, he started acting different.
He did.
You're gonna have me go get my jacket in a minute.
I thought it was at the cleaners.
I have a second one I just remembered.
It's almost they almost done with at the cleaners.
Is this gonna get you fired? Do you really have a job there? Is this gonna
No,
get you fired?
I do. See, I don't want to leave this Zoom because it's unprofessional to go run and get my jacket. But yes, I am a healthcare provider.
He is providing volunteer greeter service. Okay, that's what his job is. Volunteer at the door. Hello, yes, the elevators are this way.
Chris
You
goes.
better not have another appointment up there. I tell you that.
Don't delete my appointment, please.
they just take photos of Chris to prove there's black people there. They just put it on the wall, just like him working, like.
Like, that's enough. Get back to the mopping.
He's like, I can't have it with my just no. Just
You know the
hey,
drill.
Pete, they'll get it. They'll get
Oh man.
These guys, man.
These guys. Hey man, these guys are so crazy.
Yes, Heidi, to answer your question, Heidi, yeah, healthcare provider. So Chinese or Italian?
Yes, Chinese.
Listen,
Chinese.
y'all talk about me. Chris is a different type of liar. All right, so Meg, you said Chinese food. Pat, you said Chinese food. Chris, you lied.
Chinese.
You said Chinese food. Heidi, what you going with?
Chinese.
I'm going with Chinese food. Chinese food has it on this round. We're going to get into this last and final topic right after this.
That's right. It's summertime, baby. It's camping season. Let's talk about pitching tents. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Fellas, confidence can take you far in life. It can also help in the bedroom, especially when it comes time to step up to the plate. That's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable tablets and at the fraction of the cost. You can take them at any time, day, night, so you can plan ahead, or just to be ready when the opportunity arises. The process is simple. Sign up at bluechew.com and consult with one of their licensed medical providers. And once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription in a few days. The best part is all done online, so no visits to the doctor's office. So no awkward conversations and no waiting in the line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew tablets are made in the U.S. and prepared and shipped directly to your door in a discreet package. Women say there's nothing sexier on a man than confidence. Blue Chew helps give you that confidence where it counts. So, if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, Blue Chew can help. And we got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code SQUADD at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code SQUAD to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
Last topic of the day, which would you rather do? Fold clothes for life or wash dishes for life?
Ugh.
I already know.
Our own or as a
This
like
is
just
a
like
profession.
working?
Oh,
As a profession.
Yep. It's for life. This is what you would have to do.
I
You get up every morning, you go to work, you fold clothes, or you wash dishes every day.
No, I don't like it. What if it's like at your house? Can we do that one instead?
Oh, you want to do it at
Which
your
one
house?
you have to
No,
do every
man,
day for
because
the
I
rest of
sent
your
these-
life.
I sent these in last night. You had time. You had
First
ample
of all, to
time
hear you
to
didn't
take
send
all
them
of
last
the
night.
time.
You sent them a couple hours ago, and you
It
didn't
is for
specify.
life, so it's a job, Meg. Which one do you want as a job?
I don't want to say a job. I want to say you have to do it at your house every day.
Stop playing with those damn glasses like it's lenses in them.
Yeah, why are you looking
You're
over?
Why did you look over the frame like it looked different, like there are lenses in it? Stop it.
Because the lenses, they have a little glare on them. It hurt my
Shut
eyes.
up,
sometimes.
Meg.
I gotta look over.
The attitude factor.
I want to say at the house too, Meg. Like, I don't want to talk about like this is.
Let's vote. Yes, we all voted. So we're saying, okay, guys.
We all
So
voted. Nobody
either
voted.
you-
Change your answer? I feel like that wouldn't even change your answer.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
it will.
would. Absolutely.
Okay, then give
you're not
answers.
getting paid for this. This is a chore you have to do at your house every day for the rest of your life. Are you going to do folding your clothes or washing dishes every day?
Do
Yeah.
Which
both.
one?
Do both, because mine is laundry for both. Because either way, you only fold clean laundry, so you're not dealing with anything dirty, and that counts for my house or a job. So I don't see how does y'all answer change whether it's a job or not?
Because
Because if it's a job, then you actually have like a dishwasher. Like if you ever
Yes,
been to a commercial
it's a
kitchen,
Job.
no, you like just rinse the dishes and then you put them on this rack and then you push them in
see,
and then it gets clean like that. So actually, that's the difference.
see.
Where is this? What?
Like every place that has a commercial kitchen.
What it looks.
I used to work at Togo's.
What it looks like to me is that these women up in here know what they're talking about with chores. Is what it looks
Look like somebody ain't never had no job outside of All Def and the laser tag company.
Yeah, that's what it looks
Laser
like to
tag
me.
had
I've worked. Okay.
we have
Laser
real
tag had
jobs, Pat.
But you have dishwashers at home too. So how does that?
Yeah. Okay, but still.
But you're saying as a profession, so that's why I was like, okay, that means you're like professionally, that's what happens. Not everybody uses their dishwasher at home.
I don't use mine.
And not everybody has a dishwasher at home
I have one.
I have one.
because you're a
You're
house.
showing your privilege.
That's why.
I have a dishwasher.
And I have a kitchen island.
I just don't know. I'm just not great at folding laundry. Like I don't have the flick of the wrist.
They got the board and everything that makes it easy. You put the board in the shirt and just fold
you use the
around
board
and
at
pull it
home?
out. That's what we
That
use
was for little kids.
At home?
There's
You
a
can
lot
do
of
that.
there's a lot of variables with laundry. Like there's like if you're folding laundry, like there's like how you fold your pants or how you fold your shirt or how you hang up things. Or like there's just like a lot of variables to folding and putting them away and where they're supposed to be and how they're supposed to like dishes. You just got to get them bitches clean. Okay, like they just got to get cleaned.
Well, there's still the ritual with that, with the scrubbing, and then you have to wash them and then dry them.
How do you, okay, so if y'all have to like manually wash dishes, how do you wash your dishes?
Wash them off in the sink. And then wait, are you saying if I have
Like if you have like go through the process, you have to wash your dishes by hand, and you have
Wash
like let's
off the
say you have
sink
one
first.
sink.
Wash out the sink first. Run
Yeah.
the water with the soap. Wash the dishes. Put them in the clean sink with the other clean sink. And then rinse them. And then put them on a rack.
Yeah, I don't use a dishwasher low key. I scrub it until it's clean, and then I put it on the drying rack.
My thing is,
I
have
am never
one
eating
sink. I
off
don't-
nothing at your house. That don't even sound sanitary. I just scrub it. You don't
That
even.
sounds. what
That's
is
how
a
you wash.
dishwasher?
That's your process to wash dishes, Pat.
A
And you set it
dishwasher
to the side?
just sprays water. So I mean, unless it's like all the silverware, if it's just like a plate I'm about to use again, I'll just scrub it.
Pat
with
don't
soap
even
and water.
use a sponge or a towel. He be using the shape.
Pat, you might
No
have to go back
soap,
to
no nothing. Just
Pat, you scream plasticware.
Yeah,
to
you
me.
gotta
Like,
go
I
back
don't.
to paper plates. I'm gonna get you some paper plates.
Oh,
for your
no.
birthday.
I was talking about paper plates. You see him with a Solo cup in the kitchen.
That's very funny, guys.
I ain't never seen somebody with Solo cups in the cabinet. Just like,
I have nice
You
silverware.
got a bunch of these.
I have nice
Are you a beer pong champion? Why does all of these red cups?
Yeah, you have. Wait, and also,
arm's distance, and you have wine.
It was
you have a red. Is there liquor? Are you double fisting during this whole thing? Is that why you?
no, this
is all
was
about
my
fisting.
what? Double fisting.
Double fisting when you have 2 drinks in your hand.
Well, no, I had water in this cup. I didn't want to wash dishes. So my answer is folding clothes because I don't like washing dishes.
Y'all shitting on paper plates like those aren't one of the best inventions of all time.
Patrick is
I
right.
have a whole bunch in my house right now, and I was like, "Don't nobody use no real plate but me."
I didn't say they were bad. I'm just saying it sounds like you don't wash dishes. So it sounds like
I do. I
okay.
wash them cleaner.
What is your process? Go, Pad. You have a sink full of dishes. What are you gonna do? Let me hear.
Okay. Well, you guys didn't put me in that position. If it's a sink full of them, I rinse them off. I don't like putting. I don't like how people put like plates with food still in them in the dishwasher. They have to be like clean before that. I just don't like the look of like smeared food and stuff on that.
Yes.
So I would basically either get the little brushes or a sponge, and I'll soap it up, and I'll basically scrub until like at least it's all the food is off, and then I'll like soap it all up, and then if I'm gonna use it again that day, I'll put it to dry, and if it's a bunch of them, then I'll put those in the dishwasher. But if it's something like a bowl or a plate I'm gonna use again, it's not going in the dishwasher. It's clean enough with my hands.
Pat, now tell the truth. While you doing this, you don't have on no bottoms, do you?
That's funny. You guys didn't find anything in what I said to make fun of me. So you guys just added some bullshit.
Pat is just in a long t-shirt doing this, his ass cheek shaking while he doing it. That's why he like to wash it by hands. He like the little feeling of the.
There's too much splash for that. I can't walk away with it. That's why I hate doing dishes. Your shirt and your free balls be all soapy afterwards.
I don't want to visualize. Come on, guys.
Right.
You're a healthcare provider. Don't you have to deal with the human form?
Yeah, but not while it's doing some work. They're hospitalized. They're in bed.
It is different being naked and doing like chores. That's weird. I don't like that.
It's to hear
It is.
doing this.
I'll tell you, it be getting
butt is
sweaty
moving.
under the titties. Okay, you're under titty sweat trying to like mop. That is not fun. Okay, it's just gross.
I believe it.
Although some girls are very.
You know about it to hear. You be having under titty sweat also. You get it.
You remember, you remember in LA when they had those naked maids or something like that, or the maid van that would be like maids for like, right?
It was only topless. Like one person,
topless maid
would come. One person would actually clean. The other person would be topless, and they just dusting. They not doing.
Wait, did you actually try this before, Tigger?
I did.
You did? So is it true? It's like they naked?
I interviewed one of them. Yeah. Oh.
We both cut out.
Oh snap! Nobody paid the bill.
Wow.
Did someone just plead the fifth? Is that what just happened?
Wait. So what happens, Pat? It really just be like a whole naked maid, or they're just topless, and they really do be cleaning your house topless?
The maid I walked in on had nothing. Nothing.
And she was really cleaning?
Yeah, but it was like I didn't see a duster. There was 2 of them, but they were like doing like hard labor. I think they were like moving a couch or something. I don't remember.
Naked?
Exactly.
What did
No,
you
they weren't moving. I was just kidding. I was exaggerating for humor, but they were just like actually like doing dishes and like mopping and stuff. I just kind of like walked through it. I was just like, oh, okay.
Oh my
I
God.
sat there the whole time.
Well, the
I didn't
price,
have to with
really
a
prices
room, but because that you can get them for like different rooms or do the rate. So I just like just the living room and the kitchen because I had a good view from the couch of both.
the rates were good, right? Weren't they like
They're
99?
like super cheap. That's why I was
they're
like, this gotta be a scam.
Yeah,
Now, that's why they say 2 people. They sent 2 people.
What
Yeah,
were you doing while you were watching them? I don't care about these rates.
I was reading the magazine upside down. Had a GQ completely upside down, like, oh, the new fall.
Me too, like no, and the thing, like, were they like cute girls or was it like my housekeeper? Like, was it she was an older lady? Like, what kind of lady did they send? They sent an abuela or they said like young
the lady looked like an older Armenian woman. She looked like she had work done. It was an older. She was like maybe late 30s.
And they're completely naked?
Mine was just topless.
Did they have
how much was this?
Like $99 an hour, I think.
Right. It wasn't that bad.
It's kind of a dumb idea if you think about it, because it's not like strippers or anything. They're like maids, but it's like they're naked. So it's just kind of like, unless you're a creep like Tahir and you're just like, yeah, now the kitchen next.
Which is what pretty much everyone is getting them for.
Idea.
It's so gross. It's probably like some old nasty man jacking off to them as they're cleaning topless. It's disgusting.
Can you do that?
I'm sure you can, as long as you don't touch them. I'm sure you can do whatever you want.
You shouldn't do that. No,
I wouldn't. That's like
I wouldn't do it.
Exposing yourself.
Then that's a whole.
They exposing themselves, but it's like a part of their job. So
that's gross.
But you can do what you want to do in your own home.
That's what I'm saying. As long as you don't touch them, I'm pretty sure that's what most guys are doing.
Right.
So if you in your own, that opens up a whole world of possibilities for people.
I can't jack off to just titties. Like I've seen too many.
But there's like some real sickos out there. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure those are the people who are keeping this $99 naked maid in business.
That's impressive. That's good willpower, mind control to just look at titties that aren't even really doing much. Like sweeping titties, that doesn't sound sexy.
But you can jack off in your home at any time, even on a Zoom call if you wanted to, right? I'm just asking a question.
Are charges being like, when all of these people are being caught doing that, it's no charges, right? It's just like they might get fired or.
I mean, yeah, you could, I mean, it could be like indecent exposure. Like, well, I don't know, because it is your house.
On your home Zoom call.
Yeah, like on this right now. If I started jacking off, can I do it?
Okay, well, first of all, you start that. Your ass never gonna be on all that.
No, I'm a healthcare provider. First of all, I can't do that.
I think you can't do. I don't think it's about being a healthcare provider.
Man, you're taking your parking attendant job way too seriously.
Right.
Okay. Ever since they gave you that little golf cart, you went out and bought your own combs. It's too much, man. There's no need for you to have a whistle. There's no need for you to have a whistle.
Right.
I'm over this. How much time do we have? I'm going to get my jacket. How much time we have, Meg?
Not enough time for you to go get your jacket that's just gonna say that you work at the cafeteria at the hospital.
Jacket say KP, baby.
Meg, how much time we have? We have a minute and a half.
We about to get up out of here.
My badge.
Parking attendants have badges, nigga. What are you looking for?
You want to be a parking attendant, huh? Everybody follow me on Instagram. It's Chris Sneed, and you can see what I really do and how much of a first responder I really am.
Your video,
yes, you first respond to them dirty toilets. You better get there and clean that poop.
Those aren't even videos at work where you're checking somebody in. That's a video at your house.
That is not my house.
That plant ain't real.
That is not my house.
The plant ain't real. Damn.
You saying this not a real plant?
No, that's not.
No, but the one on my video is what I'm trying to tell you.
No.
You get so many things in arm's reach.
What are we talking about?
So what we going with? Fold clothes or wash dishes?
I want to wash dishes.
Okay. Man.
I'm folding clothes because that's what I do best.
Thought you were a healthcare provider best.
Yes.
I'm talking about in my home where I have a washer and dryer in arm's reach.
Gotcha. You can reach your washer and dryer from where you're sitting right now too?
Well, it's probably like
nigga, you live in an elevator.
So you said I don't have a washer and dryer in here?
No, I just said you live in an elevator. If you can reach everything from where you're sitting right now.
Well, not literally, I can't reach it, but I'm close to my washer and dryer because I have some clothes in the dryer right now that I'm going to fold.
Gotcha.
Luxury living.
You got your uniform in the oven. All right, Pat, what you going with?
Definitely folding clothes because they're clean, and I hate touching food in the sink that's wet.
I'm going with folding clothes too because folding, like fresh linen just smells so good. Like clothes right out the dryer with the dryer sheet. So if you use the sitting blasters and then wash it, that shit smells so fire. So I'm going with folding clothes.
And I'm gonna go with folding clothes too, because you could like watch TV and fold clothes, sit down. Like it could be a little more relaxing. You can't do that with dishes. Plus, Deacon Thomas has scarred me with dishwasher because he used to wake me up at 5 a.m. if there was one little spot of dust on a piece of a dish. And so because of that, I hate dishes. I hate
Dust
doing
could have landed on the dish after you washed it though. That's messed up.
He
doesn't care. He's
like
military.
residue of food or something.
Well, I'm washing everybody's dishes.
And we had a dishwasher.
Mm.
He didn't care. So I don't wash it. I don't like washing dishes. I don't care. And when I had a baby, when I first had a baby, I didn't have a dishwasher. So I was over here trying to sanitize and clean these bottles so many times a day. So I don't care if there's two things. I'm putting them in the dishwasher to get washed by the dishwasher.
I feel you. Well, there it is. Looks like the dishwashing loses. Sorry, Heidi.
No, it's fine.
We folding clothes over in this thing. Want to give a special shout out to our special guests, Heidi Heaslet and Chris Sneed. Man, if you ever in the LA area, you need your car parked, holla at my boy Chris Sneed because he gonna get you the best spot in the garage. You understand me? Get you in the shade, away from the birds and the trees. Shout out to the original squad, Mary Scoop, Pat Cloud. I'm to hear more. Chris, you got anything you want to?
Yes. If you guys are concerned about your BMI, you want to get on a diet program as far as losing weight, you can follow me on Instagram at It's Chris Sneed. I was a dietitian. I'm no longer a dietitian. I'm currently working in pediatrics.
You work at GNC. That is not a dietitian. And then you serve Herbalife for a month. That does not qualify you as a dietitian.
Can I finish?
Pediatrician, because you had kids. Now you're a pediatrician. That's the qualification.
Wow, I can't even finish my closing remarks.
Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
Like I said, I'm in healthcare. I'm a healthcare provider. So if
all right, Heidi, you can go ahead and go. I'm muted.
Oh no! You know it's bad when you gotta mute him to hear me talk. Oh yeah, okay, you know what?
Terrible.
He finna go get his jacket. It's a sweater.
Get it. Stun on them. You gotta.
Nah, he wasted something. He ain't getting no jacket. He just wasted something. That's all it is.
Chris' clock don't even work back there. You got a whole clock that just still said the same time that it said this whole time we've been on here. Take that clock off your wall.
Anything real in there? Are you on a set?
That's a model home. That's the furniture that they show you when you about to move in the apartment. You don't even live there.
This is a property manager.
Unmute yourself first so you can defend yourself. Now what you say?
Interior decorate a long time ago. So I decorated my own apartment. See? I hung the TV on the wall myself.
He do look like he could hang a mean TV.
Y'all be hating, man. I do a lot of things to here. And right. You know I used to hang TVs on the wall.
I didn't. No, I did not know that.
And I hide the wires and everything. You can't see nothing but the TV.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you did that.
Yeah. So if you need your TV hung, I can do that.
I call somebody that's professional. Heidi, did you have anything you want to close out with?
I mean, I just be out here, you know, I'm on some shows. There's one like, you know, when's this air? There's one next week. There's one the week after that.
This is gonna air next week.
Okay, well then there's a show on the 7th on 8/7 in LA.
There you go.
There's a show on Thursday, but it sounds like this is next week. I don't know. Y'all just gonna have to follow me to figure out where I'm at, because half the time I don't know where I'm at. So it's like find me.
Okay.
Hey.
There it is. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of SquADcast Versus. We'll see you next week. I'm your host to hear more. Shout out to the original squad. Special thank you to our special guest today. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.